Alex T and Dengler. Let us get them started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, we're getting the same pieces. That's a good sign. On the left side of your screen, it is Alex T, and there may be spoilers for 2025 CTWC, so if you don't want those, then do like the smart people do and mute the commentary, but sorry to break it to you. Cover your ears for 10 seconds if you don't want spoilers. Yeah, Alex T is your reigning CTWC champion. He's now a 2-time CTWC champ. And he is a many-time winner of Classic Tetris Monthly. He has won 7 times, going for number 8. Also our former Mega Masters winner in 2023. Qualified into seed number 4 in this tournament with a 1.59 million. And got a round 1 and round 1 bye. Played Hydrant Dude in the round of 16. Defeated Blue Scooty in the top 8 and is now here against Dengler, looking for a shot at the finals to go for number 8. Pseudo Canard with the 67.89 contribution. Mike Guay with the $10 contribution. Thank you so much. We are making progress. Really appreciate that. Alex T has a PB of 16.7 million. That is good for number 3 last time I looked, or at least going into this month. Good for number 3 in the overall PB leaderboard. And going into the month, I didn't update it for July since we're still technically in June. But going into this tournament, Alex T was rated number 3 in the Premier poll. You can check out all the ratings, past and present, for Open and Dash Championships at premierpoll.com, Premier with an E at the end. Alex T was the 4th game crasher, and his 16 million was a world record. He's been in CTWC Gold 5 times. He's got the back-to-back wins. He was top 8 also in 2023. Alex T, also the winner. Who can forget this? The winner of the Classic Tetris Brawl Winter Games 2022. Can't forget that. Anyway, lots of Alex T lore. But on the right side of your screen, it is Dengler, who is in the semifinals for his 5th appearance, and he was in the semifinals last month in the May CTM as well. So back-to-back semifinals appearances here for Dengler, looking to make it into the finals for the first time. 273 for Alex T, 228 for Dengler. Dengler uncovers the right side. There's a Tetris, 252 for him, 296. Now a Tetris for Alex T. Dengler qualified in with a 1.44 million, got a bye in round 1 in virtue of his number 9 position in the qualifying. Defeated Akatu in round 2, ID Kirby in round 3, and Meme in the round of 16 to get here to these semifinals. Tetris for Alex T, 345. Dengler trying to bring this down, a little adjustment here to make this board a little more dealable with, and he's just now 1 line away from uncovering that well, and he uncovers, and he is waiting. And a Tetris for Dengler, 315. Yeah, any stats I say are going into the month, right? So I can't spend all day updating every time something happens. So, but anyway, Dengler here with in the semifinals with a 5.4 million PB. That was good for 14th on the list. He was rated number 6 in the May or the June Premier poll heading into this tournament. The first player to get a perfect max, the first player, and I think maybe still so far, maybe the only player to get a perfect or to get a 1.5 million into 29. He's been in CTWC Gold Bracket 3 times, finishing as high as the top 4, which he did in 2024. Was the winner of the Northeast Regional in 2024 and won the Classic Tetris Level 12 tournament in 2024 as well. He won Challenger Circuit twice, Future Circuit once. And that is Dengler. 531 for Alex T. Tetris for Dengler, 460. Tetris for Alex T. 576. We are just a line or two away from that level 19 transition. That speed is going to increase by 50%. Dengler is in at 507. Alex T is in at 601. So about a 94,000 point lead for Alex T at the 19 transition. Skimming a Tetris for Alex, 676. Another long bar goes in, 703. 586 for Dengler. This is a best of 5. The first player to 3 game wins is the winner of the match and moves on to the finals. Tetris for Alex T, 763. 648 for Dengler. Same line count right now. And Alex T's lead has increased slightly since the 19 transition. Tetris for Alex T, 791. There's one for Dengler, 705. Alex T, again, a 7-time winner of CTM Masters event. The first time he won it was December of 2021. The most recent time was March 2025. He's won one at least every year since 2021. So yeah, December 2021, and then of course he was back-to-back with January 2022. Won Mega Masters in 2023, April in 2024, and May and July, and then he won in March of this year. 900,000 for Alex T, 834 for Dengler. Dengler trying to make it into these finals for the first time. This is a tough draw, you know. I mean, sometimes you hope, well, maybe I won't run into the 2-time CTWC champion, 7-time CTM champion, but if he's going to do it, that is how it's going to go down. Thank you, Fancy Mimi, for the Tier 1 sub. Appreciate that. Whoops A with the Prime sub. Appreciate that as well. 969 for Dengler. He's got the lead, and he's the first one to get a max out. He's 7 lines ahead, though. Alex T with a Tetris, 984. Right now, Dengler in the lead by about 21,000 points and 2 lines. Dengler into 29 at A76. Kind of dependent in that board, so he's going to have to knock this down a bit. Alex T waiting on a bar. He's taking a skim here. And he is waiting. He's just going to take a double into 29. And we are getting a little droughted, it appears, as we are in 29. Finally, Alex with the Tetris A76, B34 for Dengler. That left side for Alex is going to need some attention. Dengler's going to top out at B34. So Alex T needs to find a way to bring this down and score. The target is B35, and the lines, the bars are just not coming. So what can he do to try to bring this down? He's trying to clutch up here. He uncovers that right side. Would love a quick bar. He's going to have to chop this down again. Needs to get to B35. That is the target. He opens up that right side. There's a triple down there, B16. And there's a double. Alex T, 15,000 points away, and he's brought this board back down to some measure of safety. He's set up for a Tetris. If he gets a bar, he'll take it. But no, he covers right as the bar comes in. And there it is, B35 for Alex T. And he is going to do some mega survival with a high stack on 29 speed and do just enough to take game number 1. Let us get them started in game number 2. Alex is up 1 game to none. Now, this is the first time that these two players have met in Classic Tetris Monthly, which is actually kind of mind-boggling. I mean, just for how long they've been around. They have never faced each other in CTM. They have met each other, and I think it might have been their first meeting. Maybe they have a CTL meeting or something like that. But they did meet, of course, in CTWC 2025. That was in the round of 16. Alex T, by the way, spoilers. If you don't want to hear spoilers, close your ears for the next 15 seconds. But yeah, Alex T, of course, with a historic run in CTWC, did not drop a game, swept his entire way through CTWC. So, of course, you know now, by logic, the results of the match against Dengler. That was in the round of 16, kind of an early exit, I would say, by some estimation for Dengler, but you run into who you run into, and that is a tough top 16 matchup. CTWC gets just tougher and tougher every single year, as do really all the online tournaments. But yeah, no record in CTM, which was very surprising to me just for how long these players have been playing. $99,000 for Alex T. Tetris for Dengler, $91,000. There's one for Alex after a skim as well. All right, long bar over Tetris. Dengler, Rogue Potato with the 11-10 contribution. You guys. That is going to get us up to $1,669.69. $30 from Hilbert Space gets us up to $16.99.69. Thank you, Hilbert. All right, Dengler and Alex both Tetrising. They are one line apart. Alex 13,000 ahead. Tetris is on this level worth 22,800. All right, Tetris Dengler 278. There's one for Alex T. Zempro with the $1.74 contribution. That takes us up to 1701.43. So thank you, Zempro. Appreciate that. All right, players weathering a little bit of a drought here. And long bars finally came in for both of them. They are 5 lines ahead, so I got to be sure not to spoil the droughts until both players are through them. Mino Floof has gifted a tier 1 sub to JDMFX. Thank you for giving a sub to a random 463 for Alex, 429 for Dengler. Yeah, a random. Tetris for Alex T, 486, 475 Dengler. Dengler just 10 lines away from 19. And no great place for a T, so he has to pile it over on the left. He's kind of running out of places to pile things while he waits for that J piece, but finally gets it. Takes a couple of burns. Long bar in Dengler, 500,000. Alex T with a Tetris, 535. Monthly Tetris, who is your Tetris Mount Rushmore? Oh my goodness. I will think on it. Just my Tetris map for just all of classic Tetris forever. I mean, let's see, 567 Alex T, 552 Dengler. I need about 8 spots available on Mount Rushmore. If you're having me pick 4, that's tough. Dengler going to hang or just kind of under tap a T to the left. That's going to create a few gaps in his stack that he's going to have to work to get rid of here. Long bar Tetris, Alex T, 673. I mean, obviously, Jonas has to be on there. I'm going to put Corey on there because it's, CTM. I'm going to put Joseph on there. And then you've got nice Vitz there for Alex T. And then you've got a debate for the other one. But I think there's players that are still active, I mean, what the heck? Mount Rushmore is made out of rocks, okay? It's hard to demolish it if you get it wrong, so. Oh, Alex T's left side is a real problem, and that's going to be a hang. So we got a chase down target here for Dengler of 816. Kind of under tapping a piece that looks like a T to the left, under tap by Alex T. So 816 is the target for Dengler. He's at 808. And Dengler with that triple is going to take game number 2 and tie it up. It's hard to make a Mount Rushmore because I also want to put people like Thor on it. I mean, it's too hard. It's too hard. All right, looks like both players are ready. What was once a best of 5, now a best of 3 here between Alex and Dengler. Players are tied at a game apiece. Alex with a relatively early top out in game number 2. Chen says Mari, Vandy, Dan V, and cat surgery. I would not go along with that. except for Dan V and Mari and cat surgery. They should be on it. All right, Dengler up high here. This is going to be tough. He opens up that right side. Long bar gets over. So kind of a dangerous situation averted here for Dengler. Alex at 101. Dengler still fighting. This long bar kind of dropped in the middle with an open well, so not exactly sure if he lost grip or something like that. But Dengler still open on the right side. Gets that Tetris down there. Frey Snow with the prime sub, 13 months. Says, my Rushmore is Jonas, Joseph, Cheese, and Dog. Any other list is wrong. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's hard to say four, you know. And then what are you even measuring? Like, what's your criteria for inclusion? Is it pure Tetris skill? Is it influence? Is it, what is it? $218 for Alex, $179 for Dengler. The Psycho with a $6.66 contribution to the prize pool. And that's going to get us up to 170,809. Thank you very much. $248, Dengler. Another Tetris for him. $270, $289 for Alex T. I mean, we kind of do this like at least once a year. People are like, who's on the Mount Rushmore of Tetris? And then, it starts off with like who the best current players are, or and a couple legends. And then it goes, well, it really should be the programmers. And then it goes, oh, well, it really should be the people who invented electricity. And then it should be the people who invented science. Yeah, so it happens every year, guys. I mean, you're following the same pattern that you do every single year. Tetris for Alex T, 387. Tetris Dengler, 345. Same line count. Tetris Dengler, 393, 433 for Alex. Adjustment there for Dengler to put that flat blue J over to the right, or to the left. You think after 7 years I would know my right from my left. Tetris Alex, 479, 440 for Dengler. Arbaro with the $10 contribution. Says join Tetris for the non-pros at tnp.tetris.lol. Oh yeah, when the Psycho contributed, they said my Rushmore was Jonas, Joseph, Harry, Alexei Pajitnov. All right, I can't keep reading Rushmores, guys. True, Batfoy, Zempro, you've really said something there, Zempro. I love that adjustment for Dengler to get that J in there. 508 for him, 549 for Alex T. Just a few lines away from 19. $621 for Alex, into 19, $579 for Dengler. Tetris Dengler, $629, $672 for Alex. All right, Alex with that T-spin setup gets the T and the spin. Tetris Alex, 705. Tetris Dengler, 661. The same line count and around a 50,000 point difference. Oh, Dengler with that adjust to make that O-tuck. And now it's basically tied. One line apart, 1,000 points apart. Tetris Alex T, 840. There's one for Dengler, 836. All right, Dengler set up for a triple here. He's just going to knock it down. Trying to find a bar to clean this up quickly. All right, he's going to get it. He's set back up again. Tetris for Dengler, 910. Alex T, 937. Tetris Alex, 973 is one away from the max. Tetris Dengler, 951. Alex has the max now. Another Tetris Alex. Oh, I love that O-tuck set up for Dengler. I mean, how these players see that, I mean, it's just insane. All right, Tetris for Alex. He's got a 1.1. Dengler with the A60. Of course, the B is 1.1 million. The A is 1 million. And Alex is in at B83, 1.183 million. Dengler has a 1.1 as well on 29. All right, both players fighting their stacks down. Alex T clean. Tetris for Alex C, 53. Dengler trying to find a Tetris here. Trying to just find a way out of this quickly so we can start scoring. We've got 100 lines available after that level 29 transition. 330 lines is the super kill screen. Tetris for Dengler, C01. Alex at C87. Tetris for Alex, D38. Dengler hanging that T. Long bar in Tetris, though. So Alex ahead by about 105,000 points. They're separated by about 5 lines. Now about 40 lines available until that super kill screen kicks in. And Dengler's board is not clean. He gets a Tetris and another one, E60. And he's starting to pull away here from Dengler. And Dengler just seems so far away from being able to score a Tetris right now. And that is going to be a top out for Dengler at C97. Alex is good in game number 3. He's going to mullen it out and go for the rollover and get it. And there's another one. Alex, he's got a 1.7. He's playing on the super kill screen. And no, he's not going to be able to get anything there. So Alex T goes up 2-1. Dengler looking to tie it up and force a deciding game 5. Alex looking to punch his ticket to the finals right now. I haven't looked at the Tap Masters quals in a bit. But Dylan on there, Maisie, Eyeball, Pixel, Andy, Joseph, Saley. Oh, I didn't know you qualified. That's good. Corian on there, Scooty. Chiller came back. Chiller retired. He said, I'm never doing Tetris again. And then like 2 months later, like, oh, all right, I guess I'm back. Now it's called Tap Masters, but you are allowed to play DAS in it. But somebody please qualify and knock Dan V out. I don't think Dan V wants to tap. $100 contribution to the prize pool from Fractal's 7th roommate. Says, go Fractal. Thank you, Fractal's 7th roommate. Gets up to 1809. We are under $200 to go to get to our top 8 incentive. Tetris for Dengler. And another one. He's working like 3 rows off the bottom. We'll see if he's going to stay there. Dan V says, I'm withdrawing. Well, yeah, withdraw before someone knocks you out. That way, like, it was your choice, right? Otherwise, it's just, if you withdraw after you get knocked out, that's just a symbolic act of futility. Humiliating. $199 here for Dengler in game number 4. $160 for Alex T. All right, spin tuck for Dengler with the red Z piece. Tetris Dengler 271. Alex 230. I got to admit, there is a part of me that just wants to run like retro CTM every month, but once in a while is good enough. 341 for Dengler, 280 for Alex T. Then it's just CTM every month. Well, it's Tap Masters. It's basically no rolling tournament. Tetris for Dengler, 386, 350 for Alex T. D. Bradley says, it's going to be so awesome seeing Joseph compete again. Yeah, I agree. Now, I wonder, did Joseph, do you remember, the stencil? Do you remember all that stuff? Hover 3. Well, no, I think Joseph's got Tetris Gym now. 501 Dengler long bar in Tetris 524. 466 for Alex T. But yeah, maybe we should hover 3 just for funsies. Tetris for Alex T, 513. 533 Dengler. He's trying to hang on to this lead in game 4. Needs to win this one to continue on in the tournament. Tetris Dengler, 562 into 19. And 545 into 19 for Alex T. Johnny Consumer with the super chat, $19.99 American, says, yo. Well, yo to you, Johnny Consumer. Thank you so much for the support over on YouTube. 715 for Dengler. Really use a long bar over in column 2. But yeah, it's not going to come. And now he's finally going to get it. He gets a Tetris in row 10, like 3-4 rows off the bottom. You remember me just cropping people's streams? Oh, back in the old days. Yeah. I mean, that was, what were we doing? Who knew what to do? 807 for Dengler. 710 for Alex T. Tetris for Alex. So Black Ops says, guys, let's all beg Corian and Joseph to come back for Tap Masters. All right, please, Joseph and Corian, please come back for Tap Masters, please. 903 for Dengler, 829 Black Ops. They're already back. They've already qualified. they're gonna make it in. 903 for Dengler. There's a Tetris Dengler. 859 Alex. Tetris Alex, 893, 967 Dengler. Dengler's still hanging on to, roughly somewhere, 40,000 point lead or so. Tetris for Alex, 959. Dengler's got the max out first on 26. Yeah, you can check out, if I'm putting the link in right now, you can check out who the qualifiers are. If you didn't see Corian in there, it's because his is in Japanese. He's the Japanese writing player on the list. Dengler with the B42 on 28. Tetris for Alex T. He's now into 28 at A65. Dengler with one more Tetris available before 29 hits. That speed is about to double. And Tetris for Dengler into 29 at B80. So he's got the lead heading into 29. Alex looking to get one more Tetris. He's at B71. So it's it's about 9,000 point lead for Dengler at the transition. Alex's left side of his board, kind of a mess. He was all in on a bar. He got the bar, and now he's got to work on bringing this down. Alex now in the lead, though, at C12. Dengler gets a bar over it. Alex is going to top out at C12. Dengler, the target for him is C13, and that double is going to do it. So Dengler will fight his way through the garbage on this screen and take game number 4. So Alex with that top out on level 30. He had just passed Dengler really for the first time all game. And it looked like Dengler might have been in top out mode, but he's able to eke out just enough lines to make it past Alex T. Alex, your capture is trash now. But all right, let's go ahead and give Dengler the game. And we've got a decider. The winner of this one single game will go to the finals of the CTM Masters event for June 2025. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Okay, we are underway in game number 5. Now, remember, we do have another semifinal match after this one. It's going to be Tristop versus Pixel Andy. So it's just like peak 2021 CTM content happening right here. In a moment. It feels like a very 2021 match in the semifinals. This is the semifinals. Cola Pro says, missed you on commentary, Van, for this year's CTWC. Yeah, I'm not sure how much more of that I'll be doing, but I might go to Jonas Cup this year just to hang out. 105 from Alex T. 160 for Dengler. Tetris Dengler 205. 129 for Alex T. Will I play at Jonas Cup? I mean, I'll throw in a qualifier. Why not? But I will not make it in unless it's, unless it's a 128 player tournament. Alex 201, 232 for Dengler. All right, Dengler trying to uncover that right side. He will do it. Tetris for Alex T. One row off the bottom, 247. A skimming at Tetris for Dengler. The cutoff was 750K or something last year. Yeah, I think that's about right. I'm going to be very curious to see what happens at Jonas Cup this year. Of course, we do have CTWC's, overall DAS championship happening in Germany with a delegation of American DAS players heading on over there as well. It should be pretty high level of competition. That's going to be not this weekend, but the weekend after. But for Jonas Cup, I'm very curious to see what happens because I want it to become a thing where it's, a lot of the old timer Legends era players feel comfortable going out and trying to, play DAS and I don't know, just recapture some of that old school spirit. 398 for Dengler. Alex uncovers the right side, gets a long bar in 387. You don't know how viable a Jonas Cup silver bracket would be? Yeah, I don't think so. I think it'd be better to do side events there than a silver bracket. But, why not? That's up to them. I don't 440 for Alex. I don't know if he's I don't know what he's waving off there, if it's flying bugs or if he doesn't like Jonas. I don't know what it is happening over there. 463 for Alex. 535 for Dengler. The mosquitoes. Is CTWC DAS on PAL or NTSC, says Dirt Block. It is on NTSC. All right, Alex T with a bit of a spire. And he's just going to fill it in here. Wait for a bar. There's a bar finally for Alex. Here's one for Dengler as well. Both are going to Tetris. They're, about 8-10 lines away from 19. Dengler, a 600K transition is on the table. If he can get a bar sometime this century. But yeah, getting very droughty here as we approach 19. Dengler gets a Tetris 612 and another one. He will enter with a 636. Alex T enters with a 540. Another Tetris Dengler 662. Dengler right now, almost 100,000 point lead. Long bar over Tetris for both. Tetris for both again. Oh, the Vits filled in for Dengler. Tetris for Alex T, 670. All right, Alex T has to cover the well. He's going to uncover long bar over Tetris for Alex, 699. 822 for Dengler. Another Tetris Dengler, 849. So he's expanded his lead since the 19 entry. Tetris for Alex T. Dengler sitting on the left well, gets a long bar over Tetris, and he's not going to mess around with that left well too much longer. Diving board long bar there for Alex T, so he's going to have to take care of that, and this board not great all of a sudden for Alex in the wake of that long bar. But he's going to bring it down. And it's like it never happened. Although, you know, he's still back by over 100. Now he's back by about 144,000 points. Tetris for Alex, 836. Dengler after a tuck gets a Tetris and a little spin there for Dengler of the Z piece. He set up again, gets it. He's got the max out and more. A44 for Dengler, 901 for Alex. Tetris Dengler, A76, 939 for Alex T. So Dengler threatening a 1.2 transition into 29. He's going to have to take some burns here to do it, and this could diminish his chances of doing that. But he's still got a big lead over Alex right now, over 100,000 points. Tetris for Dengler. He's got two more Tetrises available before 29. And he's going to burn up some of that as skims, though. And he's just trying to have a good drama-free entry into 29. Not bad. He's got the 1.2 just after getting to 29. A58 for Alex. He gets a Tetris. A94. March with the sub on Twitch. Thank you, Martz. C16 Dengler. B06 Alex T. Still about 100,000 point lead for Dengler after all that. Alex set up, gets a Tetris, B49. Alex is setting up again. Board getting kind of high here. This is a tough board for Alex right now. And this is going to be a top out for Alex, and Dengler is going to take this in a decider, and for the first time will be moving on to the finals. Dengler taking out the two-time CTWC champion, and this will be his first shot at a finals. So GG's to Alex T and to Dengler. Oh my word. Yeah, GG's again, Alex T. Great game. Dengler, congratulations. You've got one more step, though. So GG's to you. And we will see more of Dengler. Alex T., you are dismissed. Great tournament. Thanks again. Appreciate that. But it will be Dengler. So let's set up our next match. I'm going to run some ads real quick. We will be back with Tristop versus Andy. Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.